Giants taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40. 2nd down and 8. Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They go play action with Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Howell throwing on third down here. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. The Giants at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. That's out quickly to Hyatt. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now Jones to throw on second down. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go play action. Howell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here now a 3rd and 20. Howell changing the play here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Barkley inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second down, here's Gibson again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Third and long. Here's Howell. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and they're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Sheds off the tackle. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hyatt there to grab it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Hal down to throw it. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Straight ahead, Gibson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And now the punter, R2SB, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
To throw again, Jones dancing to his left. This is down the field for Bellinger. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Jones. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Going for it on 4th. Here's Hell. That is incomplete. Boy, a real... Giants are going to take over in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Now a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. 37 yards.
Gano's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. He has Hyatt over the middle. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 29, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commander is 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the... So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now they're in the hurry up.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge. And
he's got a man, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Brissett going to move him around here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nope. To try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that will take away his final timeout as well. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, here's Gibson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs on in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
There he goes, left side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Robinson in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10.
Play fake, Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Brissett going to move him around here. One more time with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? You're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an